doesn't have to, which, oh my god, words. Oh boy. Hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. And today we will be killing a lot of our lovely, well, brown and gray friends. Technically, I think they should be like black and white, but okay, this works for me. And we will be making, or at least try to make, a full 15 bookshelf setup. And I will try and explain how the enchanting system works in Minecraft. As you can see, since the last episode, I have been doing a little bit of breeding. I've made a couple of books, and actually, before I want to do some killing, I want to try and see if I have the luck to get a looting enchant on the get-go. So just place them on the cobblestone, and that's like the optimal area to put them, like the one block space in between. So let's see what we get. Fire aspect. Well, that's nice for cooked chicken, cooked meat, cooked everything actually that can be cooked. Sharpness and knockback, not really too keen on that. So time to do some cow breeding and then a cow killing montage. To actually craft a book, you need one letter and 3 pieces of paper. The paper is made out of sugarcane. You need 3 pieces of sugarcane to make 3 pieces of paper. So let's just craft all these books up. And we have the planks needed and the books needed to make 10 more bookshelves, which is very nice. The way this works is every bookshelf counts as 2 levels. If I put in an item now, it gives me looting 3 immediately, so god damn it. As much as I love it, I don't really need it anymore right now. But as you can see, here's like the 28. That means you have to have 28 levels to be able to get that enchant. If I were to have 27 levels and I put in all the lapis that I need, so 1, 2, 3, even if I had a 3 lapis, I have the bookshelves unlocked to make that. I would need 28 levels to be able to enchant this. And while this does sound amazing, I think I'm going to make a different diamond pickaxe first to do this, because I don't like the fact that the durability is so low already. What you also have is that tools get the same enchants as other tools do. So, oh yeah, my axe broke, but the axe also belongs with the set of tools, of course, and you have the sword, which gets its own little thingy. So I'm gonna go and make a bunch of tools and a sword, and I'm gonna get me some few pieces of armor, and I'm back. So while I've been crafting a lot of stuff, as you can see, I've made 2 of each item. I've made 2 axes, 2 swords, 2 bows. I've made 1 diamond pickaxe. I've made 2 iron pickaxes, and I also had some leftovers. I made 2 shovels because 1 I used for the one crappy enchant. I've made an entire set of iron armor, and I've made 2 pieces of golden armor. That's going to be useful for in the nether. And yeah, I thought it would be useful to also show how gold interacts with certain enchantments and how gold items, they seem to be better for enchanting because you can get higher enchants on them. But there's also a gigantic downside to it. So first of all, the bookshelves. This is a setup for 28 levels because there were 14. Maximum amount that you can get is 30. So if I put in another bookshelf, and I can actually put it down here, put in an item, this has changed to 30, up from 28. If I were to put down another bookshelf, this stays at 30. So it really is capped at 30, and you can't get any more than that. There are ways to remove the levels without having to break the bookshelves, or if you have silk touch, you can break the bookshelves, because you would keep the state of that block. So what I do is I put a torch on the bookshelves, and you see this has gone down by technically from 32 to 24 by 8 levels, because we have 4 bookshelves, 1, 2, 3, 4 bookshelves that are actually cut off from the enchanting table, so no particles can travel there because it's obstructed by, well, a block or an entity which you can place in the world. Actually, this is getting a little bit dark in here, so let's just do that. So what I'm hoping to show is there's really many kinds of enchants. You have silk touch, which I said if you use that on like a bookshelf, if you break a bookshelf normally, you would get the books back that you put in it, but you lose the wood. So it's a bit annoying. If you use silk touch, you can pick up a bookshelf. If you want a grass block, if you dig it up normally, you would get a dirt block. If you have silk touch, you can get a grass block. For some items, this is really useful. For other items, it's kind of annoying, because the counterpart is called fortune. And if you have a fortune pickaxe, you can get more items from that block if they break into items. For example, the iron into iron chunks, or the raw iron. If you use it on lapis, you can get like loads of items from that. But also, if you have a fortune item and you use it on a piece of gravel, that would increase your chance of getting a piece of flint. While in certain times that wouldn't be bad, because you can make arrows out of them. But if you have a skeleton grinder, or you can easily dispatch skeletons, you don't really need all that much of arrows. Also, there's an enchantment for the bow, which kind of makes you don't need any arrows anymore. So flint is something we don't really want. But if you have like a shovel and it has the fortune on it, yeah, that could be annoying if you want to farm out gravel for some reason, for concrete example. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enchant some stuff really quickly, and I'll come back to you when I see like a really good one, or if I want to talk about something. So first of all, we have the looting, which doesn't have to, which, oh my god, words. Oh boy. Yeah, and there's also the nighttime. So I think I'm going to make it daytime first, before I'm going to destroy myself. Well, that could have ended very badly. So yeah, I'll see you back up there when it's all sunny and... Oh, I still have to mine out that iron. But I'll meet you back upstairs again. And I'm back. I actually had a creeper explode here just now, and for some odd reason, nothing broke. I was like, what? So yeah, I can put that clip in, but oh man, I haven't been more scared in a while from that. I wasn't expecting the creepers. Yeah, I should like pay more attention to when it's nighttime and stuff. So yeah, looting. Every level of looting gives off uh, a certain chance. I don't really know how much the chance is, but there's a chance that you can get up till 3 additional items from a monster drop. So if you have looting 1, you have the certain drop of an enemy. Take for example the creeper. That one drops 1 gunpowder normally. If you have looting 1, you have a chance to get a second one. If you have looting 2 or 3, you can get up to 3 and even 4 pieces of gunpowder from 1 creeper. Take in mind that it's still a chance, so you're not guaranteed to get more. So it also says you need 3 lapis lazuli and 3 enchantment levels. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to enchant this sword with looting. And there is also a chance that you can get an additional enchantment or multiple enchantments on top of the one that was in the screen. Here we also have a fun one, Smite 3, requiring 28 levels to be able to enchant. I'm going to put in my lapis. And what this does, this is, and there you have it, the two additional enchants put on it. We have a looting 3 again. Mind you, looting 3 is the maximum you can get. So if I were to combine this sword with the other sword that I have, the only thing I would do is repair my iron sword and lose the second looting 3 enchantment that I have. So Smite is a very powerful enchantment that you can that increases damage dealt to undead mobs, skeleton zombies with a skeleton, stuff like that. So here we have Feather Falling 4. This is an enchantment that greatly decreases your fall damage. Normally, if you jump off a set of blocks, I think if you jump down 3 blocks, you take half a heart of damage and an additional half of a heart for every block that increases. So technically, if you were to jump 23 blocks from the sky, you would die. If you have Feather Falling 4, you will survive with like a great margin. I don't really know how that technically works. I think it decreases by percentage. It might be by block count, but don't quote me on that. So that is like one of the best enchantments on your boots, together with Depth Strider, which I had on the golden boots. But yeah, since I enchanted the iron boots now, this is the entire table is getting reset then. And here we have Fortune 2, but I miss 1 level. So we have another Fortune 2 with efficiency and unbreaking 3 added onto it, because that is really, really nice. So now we have Fortune 2, unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, unbreaking 3, and efficiency 3. If I put down my anvil, wow, that blends in really well. If I put in these you would see it would upgrade to 14.3, but unbreaking doesn't stack on to each other anymore because unbreaking is capped out at 3. This one is also has lost a lot of durability, so I think that is also a factor that it also takes more levels to combine them. I have found a good example of how gold is more keen to enchantments than iron. If I put in this iron helmet, I get projectile protection 3, which reduces damage by projectiles, obviously. But this isn't the max level. The max level for this enchantment is 4. If I pull out the iron helmet, put in the golden, I get a level 4 enchantment for the same things as the iron helmet had. Also, this unbreaking was unbreaking 2 on the gold helmet. So this is like the differences between iron, diamond, and gold. Well, diamond is somewhere in between of the iron and the golden stuff. Even netherite isn't as good to enchant as golden stuff. Netherite is even more in between the diamond and the gold, but not nearly as good as the gold stuff. So now that I've fallen underneath 16 levels, I'm going to go and farm some more levels. There's multiple ways you can do that. I tend to grab some levels while breeding the animals. You can go and mine up the redstone, coal, lapis, diamond ores, so they give experience. If you have access to the nether yet, you can also go and mine nether quartz, which is a very popular way of farming levels. Obviously, we have the zombie farm, which helps with that for us. So I'm gonna grind up again till I get around 30 levels or something, because yeah, I enchanted a little bit. I have the sharpness 2 sword, which I will be able to combine into the looting sword. I have power 2 bow. Yeah, I kind of was using up some levels that I don't really need in hopes of getting a silk touch enchantment for a diamond pickaxe or some very good useful helmet enchantments. But yeah, this is going to have to wait a little bit, so I'll see you back when I have some more levels. So here I have another example of why diamond is more keen to enchants than the iron. Because this one has efficiency 3 for 28 levels, and the diamond pickaxe has efficiency 4. So let's grab ourselves the diamond silk touch pickaxe. The reason why I do the diamond in silk touch, and I mostly tend to do the iron in fortune, is it's a lot more useful to have a silk touch pickaxe on hand than a fortune pickaxe, because you can mine out glass blocks, you can do the bookshelves, you can mine out underground the ores, you can mine them up, grab them as ores, and when you need experience or you need certain items, you can mine them up with a fortune pickaxe later and get more yield. But also it saves inventory slots. If you mine everything with a fortune pickaxe, you will get, instead of one block of ore, you will get multiple items. And I see that there's diamond silk touch, but not on iron again. I would have loved to have a silk touch shovel. Well, I might go and make a second one of these. If you have fortune on a piece of a tool and you harvest your carrots, your wheat, any of the crops you planted, you can get an increased yield from the items. So now I'm just gonna like check my gear out and just try to dump all the remaining levels that I have. Just enchant all the pieces of iron tools that I have. And off screen, I'm just gonna combine them into better tools and better armor. And I'm back again. I think this is looking pretty nice. So we have the efficiency 2 silk touch diamond pickaxe. We have the almost broken iron sword with the smite. I repaired it, I think, 3 times with another iron sword that dropped from the zombies. So yeah, the pickaxes, I have done the iron pickaxe with efficiency 3. I've combined it with this one, so I have efficiency 4. So what I've been forgetting to say is that if you want to combine items and you want to combine certain enchantments, there are enchantments that are not compatible with each other. The biggest ones are Silk Touch and Fortune. On a bow, you have Infinity and Mending. You cannot combine those two because, yeah, it would be broken. The 4 protection enchantments are also not compatible with each other on one piece of armor. There has been a moment in the game where it was possible, so you can get like all the protection enchants on one piece of armor, but that was technically a bug and it got fixed pretty fast. You also cannot have Depth Strider and Frostwalker, I think, on boots, because Depth Strider is something that lets you move faster in the water, and Frostwalker makes you walk on water by turning the water into ice. So also kind of contradicts. But yeah, that's kind of the major thing about that. And yeah, if you want to combine items, so I want to strengthen this power 2 bow with a power 3 bow, it will only get the power 3 out of it. If you want enchantments to get better, you have to have 2 of the same enchants. Same enchant, same level as well. I think that helps a lot if you have the wiki page open or something else that is very useful, some sort of chart or anything you can find for yourself that is very useful regarding enchantments. I would say just use it and you'll be like flying with it in no time. So yeah, I think we're looking kind of great. Well, the golden armor always looks splendid, even though you can see the durability is like very low on golden armor. Even the iron boots have more durability. But yeah, I hope I have been able to enlighten you a bit more on enchanting and how to tackle it, what my major ideas are with it. And if I was able to enlighten stuff for you, leave a comment down below what your biggest problem was. If you still have an idea or things about enchanting that I haven't been able to clear up, also just put it down in the comments and I will check what I can do for you. If you like this episode, you can always just leave a like. And if you want to see more, I have a playlist where there's all my episodes. And if you just can't ever get enough, you can always just subscribe. So this has been all the time that I have been able to get together today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye bye.